Hi Cancer, welcome back. We're here to do your update for the month of June, but late than never, right? And I pulled your cards, sat with it for a little bit, and I'm kind of digesting what you guys are going through. Now, it's really funny because the animal totem cards I pulled, past, present, future, first message I got is, wow, okay, you guys second guessing yourself. I think you're going into your thoughts. There is a notion and a feeling that you guys are moving forward. And I do feel there might have been something that happened during last month, up until now in the month of June, where you're a little bit perplexed. And I think you could be really maybe reviewing some of these things, but really having a bit of an eye-opening moment. Now, I get this vibe at the moment that in your intuition, you know, where you stand at the moment, could you be actually doing a little bit of shadow work? Could there be frustration and things to that degree? Yes, I do. But you can be also working very hard. Now, for some of you, it could be a change of career. For some of you, it's the tension points. And I really did say this. The proof will be in the pudding come June. And that is because we'll have Mercury moving direct. Now, from the 3rd, we do have Mercury stationing in the house of Taurus. There can be some things coming up on the day. There also can be some challenges moving forward. Now, these don't have to be negative things. These can be information and situations coming to a head with conjunction points. So the key dates, I would say, is the 3rd, 4th, Saturn goes retrograde. We then have the 15th and the 18th. Keep an eye on those dates. We also have Neptune going retrograde, and I feel we could have some huge revelations. And it's really funny, you know, for you guys, it is very spiritual, and you're a deeply psychic, empathic zodiac sign, okay? So it may be to do with a contract. It could be to do with marriage. And it's really funny. It's like I feel that you're having this huge slingshot forward and you're looking at your contracts and your movement and your career. And it's like, oh my God, penny little, the sky's falling down. And this build-up of tension, you've got to be careful not to wear yourself out. Now, there is something in the crowning energy. It's like you're not really trusting your instincts. You are moving forward. You're moving out of the darkness into the light. You've got the moving forward card, okay? Could you be, you know, do I think you're wishing upon a star? Yes. But do I think you're thinking about your lineage and your family? You know, for some of you, it might have been that somebody has passed over. It could be an old energy or a new one. But I feel at a spiritual level, you might feel you're in the dark. There's lots of changes you've gone through. And it's almost like you're not giving yourself the grace of the changes that you've actually had, right? So for you particularly, you could feel like you're having a rebirth and you feel nobody is maybe honoring that, seeing that, respecting that. But inside yourself, you really do know that you have actually gone through quite a bit. I feel that your style of communication is changing and you're trying to draw it in. You're trying to be patient, okay? You guys are real, okay? You love someone, you love them to bits. You don't, you're not going to say your piece, you're going to leave it be. If you're pressed, you'll say your piece. There is something between now and the full moon of Sagittarius that I do think something quite big is happening for you. And I do think for you, there's this something you're leaving behind. It's liberating you. And I do feel some of you could be getting some paperwork. Something's going to go a lot different to what you thought. There could be 5 has come up twice so far. So whatever this is, it's a massive change. We have the 5 of Wands, but I'm noticing the 5s. This card breaks down to a 5 as well, moving forward. We have Moose in reverse, which is carrying a burden. It's, you know, something to do with an authority. It could be father figure, Saturn. It may be the energy of a family-related dynamic for some of you. Somebody can make you second guess yourself, and it could be an old energy, inner child coming up, but this could even be relating to, you know, your work life and second guessing yourself. You guys really could do very well in your own business, but it sort of feels like there's this push-pull dynamic and you're like, yeah, I don't want that. I don't really want those dramas. You could be double thinking this. You could be thinking, gee, you know, do I have more authority than I thought? And maybe I'm second guessing myself. I feel you're going into regressing back to go forward, but I don't think it's going to be for too long, Dales. I do feel if you think something's not going to go in your favor, I keep saying this, it's going to go better than you think. You also could be dealing with the circumstance of trying to see another person's point of view, but you feel you don't want to be in your ego. You don't want to be presumptuous, so you're open, which is a great way to manifest. but there's something that you feel is missing, something that you haven't seen. You know, we have the all-seeing eye here and it's in reverse. And again, it can be to do with the third eye. Mercury hasn't been fun. This might have affected your wellness and your routine. It could have been a family-related dynamic, people that you hadn't seen that maybe you feel somebody's not telling a truth, and this can be relating to a sibling. So you feel somebody maybe isn't being upfront and honest. We have Sagittarius here, which is siblings. It's in reverse. It's somebody you haven't seen. Something is coming to a head, you know, in this conflicted circumstance, and I feel there's going to be a bit of a reveal. I do feel you're moving forward. I feel you're just making, it's like when we get taken back to the past, it's for closure. I'm seeing for some reason 2020, again, maybe even all the way back to 2017, there's closing out of cycles. They're going back even further. Gee, you want to go there? Okay, 2012, 2002. There's these interval pockets, and it's like these cycles. 5 major cycles, and you're jumping forward now. This is big. This is, I feel that from a psychological point of view in the first week, I feel you're kind of up in your head, dealing with 3D, you're busy. Some of you can be getting very, very tired and a bit sluggish. Some of you are wanting to change your diet and health. And I get you very focused on your bliss, focused on, hey, I need to come back down to reality now. I need to find, you know, love, passion, zest for life, health. It's like you're becoming very realistic, but you could be a little bit strict with your healing process at the same time. So you're in those both polarities. There's a circumstance that you're working away from that was really horrible. It was very nasty. It was bitter. It was resentful. It was just, it wasn't a healthy circumstance. And I feel maybe how other people see it and how you see it is very different. And we don't need to prove to others what the thing was. You know, to you, it was crap. It was not nice. That's how you see it. I'm not going to keep explaining yourself. You have lived it all. You've seen it all. So you're very open to understanding. Sometimes we don't know what we're getting into. Sometimes we wish we could do better, but we are where we are. So I see you in the 7 of Cups. Okay, so where you stand at the moment, you're kind of like, okay, I've learned a lot from mistakes. I've learned a lot from circumstances. I'm trying to be very direct in how I'm investing, how I'm working, what I'm doing, who I'm letting into my life. And I feel there could be this, you know, for some of us, it can be that fantasy energy, which I'm seeing a lot of ways this is playing out in the collective at the moment. I used the Alice in Wonderland Tarot for the last reading, and I had for a couple of them. And we currently have, with these transits, almost with Neptune, it's quite magical. It's quite mystical. We've seen Van Gogh launching, you know, having these new launches of their art, but used with technology, very, you know, innovation, but making fantasy reality. I wouldn't be surprised if Avatar's in the media again. The other one is Alice in Wonderland and turning it into a physical game, and you're moving into the matrix of the game. And that was another thing I chucked on Facebook. So it's almost like you're in this fantasy land, but very separately, what can happen is if you're really under pressure, it can be where we directly have issues with our diet, with our health, maybe drinking excessively and going to extremes. And it's almost like universe is saying to you, just stop for a minute, slow down. It's okay to let those emotions come up. And it's almost like whatever that releases, I feel you are releasing it. So a pattern, a diet, a habit, you know, accepting a circumstance for what it is, making peace with it. Also trying to choose something that is just going to be more vibrationally in alignment for you. Can you be like in total awe and love with somebody at the minute? Yes, I do feel some of you are. And it's really bringing that chemistry back into the connection, your heart's desires with this individual. I do feel you really want to shower this person with a lot of love. This is a very, very powerful connection. You have, you know, but it's also very protective. So you've got the lovers and you have the 7 of Wands in reverse. And I feel whatever the conflict is, you're kind of like, look, I need to get back to business as usual. But what you're wanting in your life is a yin and yang within yourself, but also a connection that you feel you can really be quite balanced. And if you have felt that you've been spreading yourself too thin and there's been dramas going on, it's almost like if, you know, if you're on your own, you're having that epiphany that you want to heal so you can be open to love. I also feel that there could be emotions to do with ex-partners that you're directly coming to terms with. And there could be some things that you hear and you're like, I can't believe they saw it that way. And I feel it's just like you're definitely purging that out and it just doesn't resonate with you. And if something isn't working, you guys can be very much all or nothing, right? And what do I mean by that? Let me clarify. You know, sometimes we can't let go and we hold ourselves to such a high octane. It's like, look, tradition, lineage, marriage, this is what it is. I'm here, I made my bed, I've got a line. And I really don't think you're looking at it like that these days. I think you're kind of looking at it like I did the very best I could. They did what they did. I did what I did. That's where it is. But it's after the fact. And for some of you, these can be very old circumstances. You're looking at it and thinking, gee, I can't believe I did that. Or I can't believe, you know, that person said that. And it feels you could go to extremes. Now, if your buttons get pushed, you could get a bit snappy. But I do feel there is this, you know, passion and this subject relating to love that is moving extremely fast. I do feel you have a particular energy in mind and you really do want to take this to the next level. I just get this very protective energy. This can be, this is mine, this is what I'm investing in. There can be really deep conversations potential this month, but it is a decision and a proposal. This could be taking something to the next level. It could be ending an old contract, start a new one. This could be in the area of love, but again, it's something new is coming in after a dark and kind of tumultuous time. Oh, okay. I think after the emotions are settled. Let me pull clarifies. What the did Leo's going on here? Okay, you may feel somebody is taking you for a ride. This could be a workplace. This could be, and not for all of you, but whatever this is, there's a circumstance here. You're looking at money. You're repairing, you're recovering. I feel if there is a family-related dynamic, it could be, okay, am I giving too much energy to it? It'll be what it'll be. But there's somebody in the mix who is a bit selfish, and that potentially could be if it's past tense situation. It's almost like you're having a confrontation. You could be going straight to the horse's mouth and going straight to them. And it feels as though you're just going to be like, look, this is where I stand. This is how I see it. And it's really speaking your mind. I don't think they're going to be prepared for it. I don't think you're going to be prepared for the news you're hearing. You may end up, look, this can be, I'm going to pull a clarifier. They was like, shush, YILDIZ, check. Yeah, oh, that's good. Okay, you may be presuming. This can go 50-50. For some of you, you're going to get more than you thought. For others of you, it can be that you feel some people were very selfish. There are selfish individuals. I don't know why I feel you're picking up slack for other people in certain areas of your life. I want to clarify. What is this to do with? Every other card is showing wealth, wisdom. You're willing to make sacrifices, but it's almost like you expect that of others as well. It's like, you what? You want me to make sacrifices, but you don't have to. Oh, I don't know about that. No. Can't see you guys are probably going to laugh. You're going to be like, really? Jan, are you taking a picture of me? Okay, you feel in your life you've worked hard to get where you are. You're like, no, I earned this cup, okay? So you might get some news. Oh, there could be a bitter message. There could be I'll pull a clarify with the chakra cards. There could be a bitter message. You have worked hard, however, to get where you are in your life. So you feel you've paid the ferryman and you've worked hard. But there could be, while you're at work, you could get some information. You also could get other offers. It might be for some of you that you're thinking of working elsewhere, or it could be that you're thinking of how you could correct it to get somewhere further, but you're thinking outside the box. But yeah, it seems like there's going to be a conversation. Somebody's going to be a bit nasty. This can be via text message. It also can be you're reflecting back on a previous text message or something that you stated. I'm just doing my thing and listening here. Oh, I love you, lady. So it seems like there is... Okay, 6. Somebody is giving you some news, okay? And it's a bit like the enemy is exposing themselves accidentally. It could be something that you're mulling over that you've heard about. It might have been a past tense love interest who you're well and truly over. You're like, I really don't think about you, point blank, sorry. But there's old things coming up, and you're kind of like, why haven't you let it go? For you guys, it could be that something is coming up and you're not letting it go, and you're like, I will say what I want to say. There's Mercury here, okay? And I'm not going to be all goo, 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 goo. I'm going to be, this is how it is. So conflict, okay? Something that hasn't been healed. Sometimes, you know, sometimes, how can I put it? If we had the message in the stars and it was FYI, you know, it's going to be pretty horrible for 2 weeks. That's a given, right? I'm glad you are young. But on the opposite side of it, it's sort of like, well, hang on a minute. Do I have to be perfect at all times? So you can have bad days. Why can't I have bad days? That's the attitude you're coming through with. You're kind of like, no, I won't. I will be egotistical and I will say my piece. It's like something's making a snap. You got money coming in and it's a lot. I don't know what this is, but you feel somebody's being selfish, so you're putting your foot down. Okay, for those cancers that swear out there, it's so funny. I heard karma's a bleep. But I don't know what's going on in your lives, Cancer, but this is quite a funny reading. Full card and tarot, you're moving forward. You're like, peace out. I'm moving forward. I'm taking my kitty and I'm going. I'm taking my values. I'm taking my Jupiter. I can make my own. I'm happy. I will move to my bliss. Wow, you got acceleration in career. I don't know how this is going for you guys, but it's working in your favor. You're not taking any rubbish anymore, and I feel you're choosing what's correct for you in love, career, and with tribe, okay? You're going to work out. You will do the right thing. But if people are not doing the right thing by you, there's no I owe you, okay? And it kind of has this kind of vibe that people have presumed you owe them, and you're like, no, I don't think so. What you're moving away from, it's so funny. Your Venus house at the moment, it's not a Venus retrograde for you, but technically it is, okay? Because Venus is in the house of Capricorn and so is Pluto at the moment. So the old dead wood's going. That can be in your diet, your health, your love life, your memory system. You said, what? You expected me to do what? And we've got a new moon this month. So that's like the new Cancer is reborn. You have what you're moving away from is old crap in the past and holding on to stuff. I'm telling you, I should call this reading The Old Me's Dead and Gone. Right? Something that wasn't changing. You were like, might have had a huge hang up about it. And you were like, you know, I should have done this. I could have, I would have, I should have. This could have been people's excuses. Something wasn't transforming. So if you're pushed to this point, you know, you will stay there for a very long time and you'll be eating chud till you go, you know, it tastes yuck. And then you'll go, look, I learned my lesson. Bought the t-shirt, didn't like it. I don't think so. I want to have a new life, right? Is this all life is? Kind of analogy I'm getting the world. So it felt karmic-y. It's like, you know, repeating the pattern. It is like doing the same thing. It's like Groundhog Day. So something that has been going on for a long time is ending. It's ending. It's gone. It's dead. It's gone. It caused stagnation. It held you back, both emotionally, spiritually, and physically. There might have been toxic habits here. There might have been emotional habits. It could have been with you or another person. And you're just looking at it very differently. You're like, look, healed, thank you, peace out. What you're moving towards. So you've got this bold new beginning coming in. It's like, yeah, no. It's almost like this healing is really yucky, right? And it might have been for the last 3 months. I'm feeling it's been pretty tough. It's brewed. It's come through to the forefront. You do have the Page of Wands. You're just going to be more direct, Cancer. You might be coming through a little bit like Pluto. It's gone. Get over it. Get a life, you know, but it's not you guys. It's your attitude. You're like, look, I'm working through it. And then you're moving forward. Now, oh, wow, you're doing poker face. Okay, we have trust your instincts. Okay, you're making a bold move, but you're also being quite tactical with approach. And it's like a piranha, or it's like a, how do I explain it? It's like poker face energy, playing it cool, assessing a situation, stepping back. You're like, look, I'll make the first move. I'll be adult here. I'll make a decision. I'll see how this goes. But you're coming up as the page of wands. And this can be, look, don't think that I can't create a healthy boundary. This, to a degree, if somebody's bothering you and they're like maybe not letting a past grievance go, maybe you were spiritually coming to terms with a thing, maybe you know what your path is with love and people are pushing you. I just feel this pushback this month with you guys, and it could be because you're getting tired, but the other thing is I feel you're going to be bold and direct. I feel you're having a revelation. I don't know, guys. This is looking a bit. This is very unlike the characteristic of Cancer. I mean, I'm really digging it. I just think it's very bold. It feels very bold. I get this vibe. There's going to be a circumstance this month. I don't know how this is going. I feel it's almost like you're standing up. It's like you're becoming the Aquarian. You know, the rebel without a cause, and you're going into something, and you're going to be sticking up for yourself. But I think it's really positive. If somebody's, like I said, there are some circumstances that are going to come up this month. It can be in family, it can be in lineage, could be a workplace, but it's major, and it is to do with value systems. But I think if you've been silent for a long time, you're actually going to speak up. And I think you'll only do this if it's absolutely necessary. And I think in the harder part, you're empathizing. You maybe can see where some people are coming from through a place of heart. But I feel that the message that is here is you're going to have a revelation that if you were being created to be the black sheep of the family, suddenly you're realizing the projector is the reflector and it's them. And it's just it's a different perspective. You're just looking at it from a different perspective. It's like, wow, I didn't see it that way. Am I as similar as you, except I have been out in the cold? It just feels out in the cold. You're not anymore. You are shining bright like a diamond, and it feels you're going to be talking to these individuals. You'll absolutely mean no harm to them, but you will protect yourself if need be. I see a lot of abundance coming, Cancer. I see you guys working very, very hard this month. Any insecurities, I feel you're going to challenge. I do feel you're getting your sexy back. I don't know why. It's like suddenly you're just wanting to get your Mac on, and you're wanting to get your hair and your makeup or get into an exercise routine. I feel if there was that sluggish energy and you're feeling like you couldn't get your chi back, I feel as we move direct this month, I feel you guys are going to be looking at your wellness and diet post full moon in Sagittarius. And this can be a very transformative month. It doesn't mean to say you won't be tired, and you do need to be very cautious because you can be accident prone because you're in a hurry. And I feel especially when you are at work, okay, whatever you're working on, whatever you're dealing with, try and be here as well as in the energy, or you're kind of a split energy and it could be a bit problematic. We'll get an Abraham Hicks card to tie up the reading. I hope you have the best of months. Anything else I can say for you? Be careful of habits, Cancer. Too far away. I'm not going over there. It's miles away. You're not budging for someone. You're like, I'm not going all that way. You can come to me. Okay. My sympathy is of no value to anyone. See, it's almost this breakthrough. It's like, what? I love how readings play out. I'm telling you, you're going to Mars someone's ass. You're like, look, I empathize, but if I do, it doesn't make anything better. Do you know what I mean? This is the revelation I feel we have in healing. It's like you can love someone. You're like, I'm not helping you. We've said this. The plane's going down. Put your mask on. And so I think for a long time you have been going, I'll suffocate while everyone needs help. I'll come help you, but you won't help me. But it's okay then. I won't be here to help you later. But what are then you going to do? And it's this revelation you're having. It's like, I can't help anyone else if I can't help myself. And I think it's a turn of the tables. And I don't know why I'm getting this, but somebody's going to get their karma. And I'm not the type of person to go, ha ha, you're getting your karma. But that's how it feels. I don't know. You guys crack me up. So it's not you don't have understanding. I think through a lived experience, you've actually learned a very valuable lesson. Is part of your lessons, it might have been in your life, in your job, that you have learned you've had the most horrendous experiences. And you're like, that was horrible. That happened to me. But what it's given you has been education. And I think because you've actually learned that, you're now able to be that spiritual teacher to others indirectly through not enabling. I'll be back for the next read. Have a great month, Cancer. Thank you for this read. It was a very interesting read. Yep, loving it.